Well, hey there, my friends. Welcome to my channel, Ink and Whimsy. I'm Laura Daniels, and I'm so glad we get to spend a little bit of time together today. I am going to be using the kit Cozy Adventures by the Hip Kit Club. Now, this is an old kit. I'm not sure if it's still available, but I wanted to scrapbook this snow day that my son and daughter-in-law and little granddaughter Diana Rose had in South Carolina just a few weeks or months ago, depending on when I upload this video. So I thought we'd have some fun putting together the first page of a double page 12 by 12 layout. Now this is the kit. The colors just speak to me. I absolutely love all the soft pastels, and here it looks like a woven afghan. This looks like woven sweater, and they always have so many goodies in their kits. So I'm going to move all this out of the way, and we're going to get started on page 1. I'm excited to share it with you. Let me just set these aside. And here we are. So I want to show you the different pieces, ephemera, that either I've created or that I have taken out of the kit to specifically use with this scrapbook layout. We're going to set these aside. It came with these silver snowflakes. Now what I did, they're on this acetane, I guess that's what, acetane. And so I cut out the different shapes, so I'm able to lay it all on my scrapbook page to kind of see where I want to put it. And then I took the alpha stickers, and now this is just a piece of acetate, and I spelled out the word, and now I can place these all over my scrapbook spread. Here is some stamping that I want to do, so we're going to see where I want to place this. And this has one page that they look like birchwood trees, and they have these little birds to go with it, which I think are so pretty. So these are the different pieces of ephemera, including a yummy cup of hot cocoa. Now this was cut with a Stampin' Up! Die set called Nature in Circles or something. I get it wrong every time because it doesn't look like it has anything to do with circles. I mean nature. Spotlight on nature, but I guess it's because of all the little leaves along the edge. So I'm sorry, Stampin' Up! I forget it every time, just like that darn pick-me-up tool or whatever it's called, right? All right, so let's get in the center. That's always helpful. There we go. And then I want to show you, here are a couple more pieces. I want to show you the photos we're going to be using and the journaling. Now I've already written the journaling, and I did it in 2 different colors so that we could decide which looks best. And this is Diana Rose. She's 5 years old, and she made a Mrs. Frosty complete with a tiara. And then here's her making snow angels. So these will be on the first page along with the journaling. So let's see how we can put this together. I think that you're going to like how it comes together. I know I was happy with it. All right, here's another piece of ephemera. This stuff is just all over the place. Let's get it out. There we go. I love these envelopes. My friend Merity gave me that idea because she does it in her videos, and I just think it is so creative. Now this is the cardstock that I was telling you about that looks like it has birchwood. Isn't that just so pretty? So I want to put this about right here, and then I tore a couple of strips. Now this, I cut it, and this was that cardstock that looked like a woven afghan or a sweater. And then this right here is the flip side of this torn piece. So basically, they're like this. I tore it, and then I used the flip side over here. And then this is going to go over on this side, but I have this piece of paper that's going to go right here. And I need room do I want to do this? I think I want this to go like this. That looks good right there. And then this is going to be just a little further down, not quite sure yet. But let's mount this photo. Now, these photos were taken as screenshots from videos that my daughter-in-law had sent me. And I really just wanted to capture the day for Diana. And so I watched the video and then just took like 15 real quick screenshots. And then they're a beautiful blue, but they're not real bright. So that's why I mounted it on white, and then I thought I'd bring in this color mauve. Now the journaling is going to go above it. And then here is where I am going to put some of these trees right here. So I think, excuse me, that we're okay right here. Let me see, because they're all different sizes, but this is a good spot for this. So we're going to move these over, and I want to put this down first at about 10 1/4. Or we could go 10 1/2. We just have like all these different options, don't we? We're going to lay that down, and then I'm going to start working from this side over. And since I already tacked these together, so I wouldn't be struggling so much with getting it straight, we're going to stick this down. And I think, all right, so that needs to go on the half. There we go. I think my favorite piece of cardstock from this was this page. So it was the first thing I wanted to make a scrapbook page with. And when they had the snowfall in South Carolina, Diana Rose woke up to a winter wonderland. She was so excited. It was just a world of magic waiting outside. Y'all remember snow days? Well, some of you may not even have been around snow. But those of you that do, what is one of your favorite snow memories? Was it when you were older? Or was it you were young and school was canceled and it was a snow day? And what was your favorite thing to do when you went out in the snow? Oh, goodness. There we go. There we go. What was your favorite thing to do? For Diana Rose, her and her mommy made snow angels. Then, of course, they made their snowman. All right, we're going to put this about right here. There we go. So funny, she has her head turned sideways. She's just so adorable. All right, so then I definitely had, now these are like those crystal rocks you can buy in those rock stores. And then that's Mommy's scarf. And she goes, and Grandma, her name is Frosty, Mrs. Frosty. Mrs. Frosty. I think she'll always remember this snowfall. Danielle, my daughter-in-law, had also sent a picture. Dwayne had taken it. That's my son. And her and Diana Rose had walked outside, and there's a picture of them catching snowflakes on their tongue. So I think they covered all the bases. Of course, they didn't go sledding. There really aren't hills there. All right. So I want to work a little bit with the ephemera. I know I want snow day down here, a magical snow day. So I want these about right here. And then I have some pieces of the snowflakes over here. I have all these different options. I like this one. We could actually put, oh, and I want a little bird. Where's my little bird? I want to put this guy down here, about right here. And I think I can put down snow day because that will give us, oh, I'm going to need to keep this straight, aren't I? be a mess. Let's just use a ruler. I'm going to put that right there. And that's straight. Well, Laura, there's a smart idea. Go across the page. All right, so let's do this. Take these off. A magical snow day. And I'm going to pause filming while I just put down a magical snow day, and then it won't take us, I won't be taking up as much of your time. So I will be right back. All right, y'all, I just had an epiphany. Look at this. It made it go so much faster. And I'm sure all of you who are much smarter than me out there in the world of scrapbooking, you have already thought about this. But oh my gosh, I thought, well, why don't I just stick them on my hand, hold the ruler, because what I kept doing was pausing in between each letter to take it off. Then I got to get the ruler set. So then I put down the word, and every letter was taking me like 5 minutes. A little bit of exaggeration there. But so I had to show you my epiphany and just what a great idea this was. Except I do need to get them straight. All right, let's work on our G. Well, there we go. Look how fast that was, right? Except I'm not getting them straight. Oh gosh. Now, I do have some clear rulers coming, small ones. So I will use those. And I don't think those will look as crooked once I get all of the other things on there. So I wanted to peel off these. Now they're kind of foam. And look at, there's a little star in the middle. We're going to be able to use that too. So we're going to put a snowflake right here. I love the silver. We're going to set that aside. And then here we're going to have a little circle. Let's put this one down. Silver and snow and pastel colors. Ooh, that's not coming out real easy. Here we go. All right, so let's stick this one right here. Where's that little bird? I want to use some dimensionals to put the little bird. See if we can put that right there. Yes. All right, let's pull these off. These little birds are adorable too. I'm thinking back to when I was younger and we would have a snow day, and for me it was the magic of missing school, and of course we loved going out sledding. And I specifically remember those round saucer sleds. Do y'all remember those? They were just called saucers, really, weren't they? Oh my gosh. And then I remember Jerry and I were living outside of DC one time, and our son was tiny. He was just a toddler, probably 1.5 years old or something like that. And snow came, and we did not have a sled. We were stationed there in the Navy, you know, doing our thing. But we had never thought to buy sleds because we were new parents, right? We hadn't even thought about that. So we took the lid of a saucepan, and Dwayne was small enough. I don't know if he even remembers this, but he was small enough that he slid down the little hill in our front yard on the top of the saucepan lid, which was pretty funny. Oh my gosh. So here I used, again, the Spotlight on Nature dies, and I don't want to tape this down until I have this about where I want it to be. And I think that's good. So let's put this down. I already taped it. Oh my gosh. All right, here we go. I don't think there's an up and down or a right way for that one. Now we can stick this down. And now we have 3 birds. So have any of you have any recollections of using the top of a pot as a lid to slide down with? Now the reason I'm moving this over is because I'm aware of this torn edge, and I want to make sure that we do show that. Here we go. I think this is looking so pretty. Okay, now up here, I'm so excited about a little cluster I want to do. So first we're going to use this tag. Now this was a sticker, so anytime you have a sticker and you want to get it, some of the stickiness off so that you can move it around while you're trying to decide on your layout, you can use white powder. And I know they also sell a powder brush on Amazon, and it comes in a little, it almost looks like a glue container, but it has a brush on the end. You tip it over, you just run the brush over, which is pretty cool. All right, so we're going to put this on, and I want it a little bit under the tag. Here we go. I know as I'm filming this, it is still a little chilly here in North Georgia. Matter of fact, it was quite cold. I went and took a walk this morning, and I wish I'd had a warmer jacket. That looks pretty right there. Now we have this snowflake. All of them have these adorable little centers, and this has one too. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get this one out. Let's use my handy dandy tool, and that's the only thing I'm going to call it, is a tool. Take your pick tool. Ha! I know, I just am pressed. Now I haven't thought about putting some string in there. I may just have to do that. Oh, I like this one. We'll stick this right here. It is coming together, people. All right, we're going to put down this little snowflake circle. And I think I'm going to have to pause. Let's see. Let's put this about right here because I want to have room to put some string right there. And we're going to put this. And then we have our cute little thing of cocoa. Winter Fun. About right there. And let's put our cocoa on a dimensional or a piece of foam tape. Same thing. I'll take this off. I saw somebody use this take your pick tool, and they just kind of jabbed these things, the back of them, and took them off so quickly. It was pretty impressive. I want this about right there. There we go. All right, now we got one more thing I want to add up there. Oh, two more things actually. I want to put this little piece of greenery and then this little guy, and I'm going to put the tape runner on the back of them. All right, so I want to put this about right here and then put our little star. Come on now. Right there, a little half on, half off. All right, like the way it works. We got our bird. I'm going to have to pause so that I can get some string, unless I have it right out there. Of course I don't. Of course I don't, but I think I have some red and white somewhere. All right, so let's work on our trees. And do I want to do some stamping? I do want to do a little bit of stamping right there. I think it would look real nice. Why didn't y'all tell me I was crooked? So let's do some stamping up there before I do all this stuff. Here is the stamp set. Yeah, I like that. And I am going to use Balmy Blue from Stampin' Up. Real pretty color. And it matches perfectly. We're going to put this underneath there. And we are going to... Now, don't ever be scared with your stamping. Because you know what? If you make a mistake, you can just put a different piece of white there, or you could flip it over, start over, whatever is going to make your life easier, but don't make it stressful because of the stamping. Oh, I was a little stressed because I'm doing it on camera. Oh, right here. Just got to make sure I hold it firmly. Now see, that's going to be covered. Not going to stress, not going to stress. And I just want this corner here going off the page. There we go. All right. Survived that moment. Now let's do this. And I think I'm going to add a little bit of silver up there too. So let's get our trees. We're going to put this little guy. Now remember, I have the edge right here. So actually, I can go over it. Yeah. So we're going to go right here. I want another one for the background. We're going to put this one in the back. I'm going to decide on what color ink I want my journaling in. I like it on top there better. All right, right here. Well, it can't be floating in the air, Laura. And this one we're going to put on some dimensionals right on the back here. Am I still straight? Yeah. All right. Let's try this one. I think that looks pretty. And you notice the color doesn't match perfectly, but I still think it looks good. I'm talking about my stamping. All right, so let's put this one, and this will go over the top right there. All right, I didn't put anything on the bottom there. Now I want to add a few of these right here, and I have this little guy. This comes out in the center. Well, that'll be creative. And I have a snowflake. This looks like a bolt or a washer or something. So I don't think we'll use that one. Let's put this down. Let's get our snowflake here and get the center out. These are the coolest things. I'll put this right up here. Maybe that one right there. Nope, not right there. I don't want it there. Right there. And the circles, you know, the circles are just snowflakes that quite haven't evolved yet. How's that? Let's get all these things out of the way. All right, now, which do we think looks prettier? So here's the, or matches better. So there's gray. There's blue. Oh, I like gray. Yeah, I'm definitely doing a gray. And I don't want to outline it because I love how it kind of blends in there. All right, now I'm going to go find, I'm going to pause it just for a minute, and I'm going to go find some thread. Move it up just a bit. Make it straight so we can do our tag, and I will be right back. All right, so this is the twine that I had. Isn't that pretty with a little bit of red in there? So I put a little bow on the tip of that tag. I love how it all came out together. Let me move this out from the back here. I forgot to tell you the story about Diana. Well, you know what? I'm going to tell you that in part B of this, and it was about Diana wanting to throw a snowball at her mom. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for taking a quick sec to leave a comment. You know, those always encourage me to keep going with this. I think my favorite part of this page right here is this cluster up here. I just love how all of it came together, but that's my favorite. So tell me if you loved snow days when you were little, and what was your favorite thing to do. And until we meet again in cyberspace and YouTube land, God bless. Have an incredible day, my friends. Bye-bye.